Gems. Gems are truly outrageous.
Hello guys, welcome back to STV's live coverage of the Corsair Vengeance Cup. I am at this joined by Enzi, although he is AFK for a couple of moments. And you're joining us for the third important matchup between SK Gaming and Cplay. Currently stands at 1-1, so the winner of this takes it home and progresses through to the next round. And the loser, of course, is knocked out. It's that simple. So are we going to see another 5v5 team fight at level 1 coming out here? It's more than likely. Udyr is kind of lagging behind, though they do not want to engage here in this 5v4. And going to have a couple pokes backwards and forwards there. Ziggs is bouncing bomb, then Morgana tries to fire out the Dark Binding. And not too much is going to land. All going to recall, and I think that's probably going to mark the end. Oh, a pretty cheeky bouncing bomb there onto Morgana, though. She was trying to recall. Now she's going to have to do it all over again. But I think that's pretty much going to mark the end of these team fights, purely on the basis that doesn't seem that Cplay are too interested anymore. But SK looking to perhaps steal some of that opposition jungle. And welcome back, Enzi.
Sorry about that, I had a bleeding face. And a bleeding face is not good. So I had to quickly go and clean up. That sounds so wrong.
Gems.
Oh god, really?
But what's actually going on? Any level 1 fight? Doesn't seem to happen. Have I missed anything?
Nah, we had a bit of a poke between the two teams, but nothing really came of it. It was more harassment than anything else. But you are going to see as a result that SK have gone down and stolen those golems from the opposition jungle. So it's going to leave, obviously, Nocturne slightly hampered, especially if they do pick up this red. And if Candy Panda can pick this up for himself, he is going to be a real thorn in the side of Graves and Tarek at that bot lane, and it looks like they are going to absolutely do just that, although Shen actually does use the smite in the end, and will pick that one up. You can see the marks actually coming up from SK here. They are marking for the counter invade there, wondering if perhaps Cplay have gone into their red, but turns out that's not the case. And you don't have Nocturne going to scout out here from Cplay, just having a quick nosy around, seeing what the deal is. He's obviously going to realise right about now, okay, more than likely Shen went into our jungle and stole my red, so I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing, return the favour. And Shen is starting to push across. I don't think Nocturne... Yes, he has just used a smite. I was about to say, I don't think he's used his smite yet, so he did just pop it there to try and get out of dodge. Now going to be coming head-to-head with Udyr. This could be quite messy. Duskbringer has been used, and also very smart, taking that Shroud of Darkness second, and actually popping it there, so he did block the stun coming out from Udyr. Udyr, however, has managed to stun onto Vladimir. Vladimir has to pop his ghost and just run away for his life, and he has managed to survive that. So again, Burst Blood hasn't came just yet.
Yeah, very close calls, but no one will drop. I think Vlad was actually quite lucky. I think if it wasn't for Morgana's snare right there, I think he would have been dead. Morgana was able to block Shen out from going on towards Vlad as well. So a great Dark Blinding coming out from Morgana to kind of save his teammate there. Vlad has popped his ghost now, so he hasn't got that summoner spell up for good use. So he's going to have to be a bit more passive in the lane, as he's got no real escaping abilities except for that Shroud, of course, but still doesn't want to push it too heavy. We've got Nunu and Kate at bot just bashing away there and getting that farm up. What is the farm looking like? Caitlyn with 19, Graves with 7. Whoa.
Yeah, but there could be a potential gank at top lane here. Vladimir has been stunned. Oh, beautiful taunt as well from Shen, and even though that Sanguine Pool was used, the Ignite had already been used onto the Vladimir, and Vladimir will be going down for first blood to Udyr. So that top lane is starting to look like it could be rolling down the hill in SK's favour. Already Kevin, a very strong solo top, of course, world renowned for being so, and Udyr, that's that kind of character, Enzi, that if he's starting to roll down the path and snowballing out of control, he suddenly becomes a massive pain in the backside, and very, very quickly.
Yeah, very useful with the stun, the shield, and it's just a great champion altogether. But I'm quite surprised with the Graves situation, but Graves has actually came back now. He is on 18 and Caitlyn on 21, so good for him indeed. Definitely needed that comeback. But yeah, Caitlyn with the Blood Boil on, obviously got Nunu at bot as well, but Nunu is going a kind of free roam here. Probably going towards putting the ward down to try and avoid a gank from the likes of Nocturne at bot lane. But Nocturne, you know, he's quite a youthful ganker, but his ganking abilities really get shown off at level 6.
Gems.
For sure, Paranoia
Gems
definitely
are
opens
truly
up a lot of
outrageous.
possibilities for Nocturne,
Yeah,
so
true.
definitely one to keep your eye out for. Currently at level 4, has got 2 levels in Duskbringer, 1 in Shroud of Darkness, 1 in Unspeakable Horror, and of course Unspeakable Horror, if he does manage to proc that one off, is Fear, so also very useful in the right hands. And I would expect to see some action at bot lane once Nocturne does hit that elusive level 6, because obviously Tarek has his stun, and then afterwards Nocturne can jump on in there as well, and it's pretty much a guaranteed kill as long as you engage at the right time. Either way, this top tower and this top lane exchange definitely looking at painful for Vlad. You can just see how much damage Urgot's doing there to Vlad. Oh my god, his health disappearing in a couple of seconds there. And this is going to get really painful to watch at top lane after all, because this Vladimir really can't do anything to stave this off. Already Udyr has picked up 4 health pots. He has a mana pot, Vampiric Scepter, and Doran's Blade. So the amount of damage output that he's doing right now is incredible for this stage of the game. And there could actually be a gank coming at the bot lane here, as Nocturne is on his way. Tarek has managed to land the stun, but Graves is taking a heavy pounding. Here comes Nocturne now, the cavalry on its way. Candy Panda could be going down. Caitlyn getting very much focused here from Unspeakable Horror. Has been feared, but is it enough to finish him off? The stun comes in, the heal also from Caitlyn. I think she's only just going to manage to survive, as the Ziggs ultimate will put Nocturne off chasing. And it just goes to show that Ziggs is just as good at being aggressive as being a defensive, and somehow Candy Panda will manage to escape from that one. In the meantime, Vladimir, do not recall there. Shen is just round the corner. He has had the pop ghost once again. Udyr is coming from the side. I think this could be a dead Vladimir, and somehow he may actually escape, as his ghost is just about to run out. Movement speed definitely saving him, but to be honest, Enzi, he didn't actually need to pop that. Had he have just ran away in the first place and recalled around his blue, or at least further towards his tower, he would have been completely fine. A bit of a strange place to decide to recall, and that is going to gift Ocelot this blue here. He's going to be able to take the opposition's blues so comfortably, and that's just going to add insult to injury for Nocturne, who's busy doing his red. Still level 4, and Shen level 5 now.
Absolutely, and Vince, you're doing that thing again. You're calling Idiot Urgot there at top for a second. I just thought I'd point that out.
Oh,
yeah,
lovely.
Just one time though, just one time. So it's all good. Fast forwarded type in TS just to make you know about it. It's being
like,
mean to you.
I don't know what it is. It's like some kind of Freudian slip, and I don't even know why. I just always get the two mixed up, even though I know it's Udyr, not Urgot. It's just, oh, derp.
I derp more, don't worry. But anyway, yeah. So close calls once again, Vince. No more kills though. I mean, bot lane was very close as well. Top lane was just very close. I mean, I think this is all just going to come down to a huge fight. I can only think it's going to be like that. Udyr is actually going to go on towards Vlad there at top. Vlad actually...
Vlad somehow escapes. I have no idea how. He used transfusion right at the end, and you're going to see that in a couple of seconds, I'm sure.
Yeah,
so nearly fell.
Yeah, very close indeed. But again, a close call, but no one's going to die. But Shen is actually coming up top.
Yeah, Shen is in the push here, and it's going to be sad times for Vladimir. You can kind of see that Udyr, I'll make sure I say that, Udyr got fairly hurt, but he's baiting Vladimir out here. Morgana's Soul Shackle has been used. Sanguine Pool may actually save Vladimir here, as he didn't get hit last off Shen. And in the meantime, Morgana will take down Udyr there, so great play from her. Ziggs ultimate coming in, only just misses Vladimir, so close. And now Shen is under the cosh from Morgana. Nocturne's ultimate has been popped at bottom lane. Nunu having to flash away. He could very well be going down here. Shen popping the ultimate onto Nunu though. Is he going to come off and taunt the rest of the players off of Nunu? This could actually end up being a double kill for Cplay. They've picked up one. I thought for a second Shen perhaps would have gone down as well, but Shen having to use his flash to get through that wall, otherwise he would have been fish bait. And that is now 2-1. And as somebody said in chat, you got the Udyr got. That's what I should start calling him, to make sure that I never mess up. Udyr got. There you go. Thanks, bro. Micken702, I salute you.
So you're actually legitimately gonna call him Udyr got?
Then I can never get it wrong.
If you say that from now on for the rest of this game, I will pay you. I will pay you £50. You do that all through this game. I'll
You
actually
do
do
it.
it.
It's got a certain ring to it, doesn't it?
You do that, and it's yours. The money's yours.
But either way, guys, back into the action here. Even though Cplay currently have the 2-1 advantage, they're actually behind on gold. And of course, what that will tell you instantly is that SK's farm is much, much better. And they're actually behind by 1k, and it's not often that you'll actually see that. So let's have a look at the creep score. Candy Panda with Caitlyn on 83 and Graves on 62, so fairly big difference at bot lane. How's it looking in mid? Morgana has picked up 80 and Ziggs with 95, so looking good there. And at top lane, Udir got... He just doesn't sound right. He's got 71 and Vladimir with just 49, so that is a bit of a problem area right now for the solo top. And he did say before, Enzi, actually, Cplay were looking for a solo top player, so he did great last game with Olaf, but not looking too good this time.
Yeah, he can't really do anything against Udir got now anyway. I just can't stop laughing after that. I think he just needs some ganks. I mean, the lane is pushed mainly, and look at that damage from Udir got right there.
He's an absolute beast. Look at him. He doesn't care if he's in bear form, tiger form, turtle form. He's still going to melt your face off, especially if you're a Vlad, an under-farm Vlad at that. And Vlad has gone back and picked up the Hextech revolver. Probably more than likely going to be turning that into Will of the Ancients. But Udir right now is just so strong. There's just nothing that Vladimir can really do. I mean, Vladimir is very bursty in the sense that really after transfusion is used along, of course, with his Tides of Blood, he doesn't have a lot of damage to give after that one. And Udir can pretty much just pop on his turtle form, absorb all that damage, and then just pop his tiger form and roll your face off. And you can see right there, Vladimir is doing absolutely nothing to Udir. His lifesteal is probably higher than the amount of damage that Vladimir is putting out right now. And yeah, let's switch over the lanes because that makes it some pretty painful viewing. And see, in the meantime, in mid lane, you're going to have Morgana facing off against Ziggs. This could be a kill. Nocturne has popped his paranoia. Ziggs' ultimate comes in as well. Does land onto both Morgana and Nocturne, but not enough to take either of them down. That's going to be the 3-1 scoreline. And still, somehow, SK are ahead on gold, but perhaps not for long, as this dragon is going to be going down more than likely in Cplay's hands. They have 2 players, make that 3 now, as Graves has joined. Udir is at top. Shen is going towards the opposition blue, so best case scenario right now for SK is a 4 versus 2 if both Nunu and Caitlyn come up from that bot lane. So a comfortable dragon in the end, and for the first time in this game, Cplay actually take the gold advantage. Once again, Vladimir trying his best to annoy more than anything else Udir. I don't think he plans on killing him anytime soon, and Udir is going to pick up that blue, which is going to make him even more of a problem in top lane, and now he's going to pull on back.
Yeah, great stuff. I think Vlad actually knows that he just doesn't want to, you know, risk dying there. So Cplay with great play. They got the blue still. No, wait, other way around.
Double kill Graves.
What?
Double kill for Graves at bot lane. You know, just casual, as you do. Caitlyn and Nunu completely destroyed at bot lane. Not sure if you saw that on the stream, Enzi, but very comfortable in the end for Graves. And kind of out of nowhere, he's way behind on farm. But he's 3-0 and Caitlyn's 0 for 1, even though Graves is 14 creep score behind. That's kind of impressive. I guess that's the power of Taric.
I think Cplay are just playing just so good as a team right now. They're 5-1. They've got that gold difference now to about 1k. Obviously not that much. SK could definitely come back into this one, but I think Cplay are just executing everything perfectly, and I could actually see them winning this game easily.
They could, and remember, this is the all-important all or quits kind of matchup here. It's the best of 3, and this is the 3rd game. It's 1-1 right now, so the previous 2 matches don't really matter. It's all down to this, a fresh slate. And in this game, Enzi, you have to say Cplay are ahead here on kills and on gold. The only problem area right now is top lane, and Udir has gone back and brought up the Wriggles Lantern. He has the Null Magic Mantle pretty much just to counteract this Vladimir, and he also has Heart of Gold. Udir is starting to make a move onto Vladimir. It's going to land that stun. Tiger Form coming out, lots and lots of damage, but Vladimir will escape with Sanguine Pool. The question is Udir going to go for the tower dive? He is going to go for the tower dive and get the easy kill as well, as he flashed in, ignited, bear formed, and then brought out his Tiger Form And I'm quite tempted to say brought out his Urgot form there and picks up the kill against Mick. Thank you very much, saluting you, dude. That's the second time, you're awesome. And Nocturne in the meantime is going to go ahead and engage onto bot lane. Has popped off the Paranoia. The stun comes in from Tarek, as I was saying before. The Tarek and Nocturne combo is definitely going to feature heavily in this game. And Caitlyn once again has been downed, NZ. This is starting to look nasty for SK Gaming. Morgana back onto Ziggs in mid. Pretty much every lane bar that top one, Cplay are well and truly ahead. It's going to be down to Udyr, I feel, to actually pull them out the brink of defeat here.
Yeah, Urgot? Oh, you did it again.
Did I say Urgot?
Yes. I swear you just said Urgot. Bast, did you just say Urgot?
I said Urgot form. He pulled out the Urgot form. There you go.
Bast, did you say Urgot then? This is so good. This is so Look, good.
I'm tired, and for some unknown reason which I can't figure out, I don't know why I keep calling you Dear Urgot. It might just help if I call both of them Urgot, and then people who've watched League of Legends will know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe I should just call him Kevin. Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Kevin from now on. Kevin needs to carry SK Gaming right now if they want to win this game.
I think Bash should just make a highlight of every single time you said Urgot instead of Udyr. I think we'd get about 8 videos. Ding!
Like,
anyway.
You could have like, you know, lowlights of KSTV casting and just have me casting on Udyr matches and how many times I fail calling it Urgot. Either way, we're going to have the tower going down at bot lane from Candy Panda. In the meantime, Kevin is going to push towards top, so Vladimir is going to come under heavy attack once again from the shape-shifting demon here, and he has had to pop off Sanguine Pool. He's obviously very, very scared of this Kevin, and Kevin's going to have to pull back. Now, you can see I'm trying my best to not call him Udyr. I'm trying my best.
If you say... I reckon you're going to say Urgot again. I just know, but...
I know I will.
But Kevin is doing a good job up top, completely dominated that Vlad at the moment. Vlad has not been able to do a single thing. He has got the Will of the Ancients, but that's about it. 0 to 2, 101 farm to 127. The tower has gone down at top, so Udyr has just got to push that lane. Then he is allowed to free roam about, as Vlad will probably freeze the lane, try and get his farm up a little bit. But yeah, bot lane, I really think Caitlyn had to take advantage earlier on in the game, like we said a few days ago. But after a certain period of time, Graves is just so strong. I mean, early game Caitlyn definitely outranges Graves, does a lot of damage, but Graves later on is just much stronger.
Yeah, I mean, Graves got me on 4 for 0, and so he's very much bulky. He's obviously relatively fed. Farm-wise, though, he is still lacking behind Caitlyn. I mean, Caitlyn currently on 145 creep score, Graves on 132. Caitlyn has got the BF sword and the Vampiric Scepter. And we actually said this before, NZ, kills don't necessarily make a lot of difference. It's more gold farm that counts, because obviously it's down to weaponry, and it's down to those items who's going to come out stronger. So in that sense, a 4 for 0 Graves isn't necessarily right now doing a whole lot better than a 0 for 2 Caitlyn. He does have the BF sword and the pickaxe, but Caitlyn's not too far behind.
Not too far behind, but that little, that little difference makes the difference, the bigger difference. As Graves is probably going to catch up now. Yeah, he definitely is catching up bot with a farm, but he's probably just going to go back. He's probably got enough for the Infinity Edge, probably going to build the Zeal after that. He has got the triple Dorans as well, and the Berserker's Greaves, but I think Dragon is due up very soon as SK is circulating around the Dragon, and yes, they will go for the Dragon.
It's already down. SK, that one up. Nunu has popped his ultimate, and Vladimir forcing to use that Sanguine Pool. Has been caught as well from the Ziggs ulti, and finished off from Ziggs' bouncing bomb. Also had Ignite on him to boot, and that's kind of what I'm trying to say, NZ, that, you can say, oh, SK is 7-3 down, the big kind of font in the middle of your screen. Oh, it doesn't look too good for them, but if you look to the left and right, they're actually ahead on gold. So it doesn't really count for anything right now, as Kevin very nearly getting caught out from Nocturne that. Nocturne's popping unspeakable horror, but Udyr managing to pull himself back. Either way, it could be another fight on the cards here as two teams, well, I was about to say may push the same direction, but SK have pulled back towards the mid, Udyr back up towards top, and Cplay looking to recall slash try and defend this mid lane. So very much even still, NZ. But you have to say, on the basis of how it's been going so far, it's anybody's game. Like, Cplay are playing really well, but SK are ahead on farm, so it's really up in the air.
Yeah, definitely agree with you. I mean, SK have the gold advantage with a few kills down, so they can definitely get back into this game. Vlad just needs to stop getting caught out. I mean, he's 0-3, not doing too good. You can always blame that on, you know, he hasn't played that long with the team, blah blah blah, might not be working. But, you know, last game we saw him on Olaf and he was absolutely dominating. He was very, very good. But this game, nothing's really working for him.
Yeah, maybe just, you know, his concentration levels are down. Maybe, as you said, Cplay starting to realise they're very close to taking the scalp of a massive team in the EU. So it could be kind of like, you know, some nerves playing with them. But either way, whichever way you look at it, he's been completely outplayed at top lane. Udyr has higher farm, has more kills. Vladimir right now only has Will of the Ancients and a blasting one, so he's not really doing a whole lot of damage. And also, you know, you have to say he's only level 13 right now, so the mid character of Morgana is higher level than him, currently at level 15. So Vladimir isn't really doing a great job right now. You know, have Udyr coming back towards mid, he has picked up the Phage, he also has Heart of Gold, Wriggle's Lantern, Negatron Cloak, so he's quite beefy right now, and he's going to be doing a lot of damage, and it's going to take a long time before you can take him out the equation, and they could even be setting up for a Baron here. Or perhaps not. Udyr's just kept running to the top. Fair enough, whatever.
They could have probably actually got that.
Gems
Say again, dude. You broke up there.
I was saying that they probably could have went for the Baron there, but it's probably better they didn't. They didn't have Caitlyn there. Graves was bot, but you know, you kind of need your AD carry in that situation. But I think soon we're just going to see a huge battle on that Baron buff, and it's going to be a great one.
Yeah, the reason I thought I'd be setting up for Baron is because SK actually marked it, but perhaps it was more of a case of they said to Udyr, like, can you go check that for us, please, in case they're doing the Baron. So, obviously Kevin ran to top. He's now... You can see how confident he is that he can't be killed. I mean, he's just pushing right down to that second tier tower at top. And Vladimir comes in with a transfusion. Barely does any damage to Udyr whatsoever. He has managed to pull back. And he is looking good. Now, you've got a couple players in mid, Ziggs and Nunu. Bot lane Candy Panda is basically just going to farm up. She is now 191, 192 creep score. Graves on 178. Has picked up that Infinity Edge though, so he's going to be doing nice damage. And really, I think Caitlyn's one of those characters, NZ, that early game, as you said, she's very, very strong, but as this game progresses on towards the mid to late stage, Graves should be really pounding her fairly hard. Because Graves just overall does much more damage. Of course, his ultimate is much more useful for team fights. Caitlyn has to sit there and channel it for ages, whereas Graves just kind of fires his ulti in there, and it does nice amounts of damage, of course, collateral damage. And you're basically looking at Caitlyn to try and pick off stragglers, and here we go, we're going to have an engage. Shen has got his ultimate Nocturne straight back in though. Ziggs has put the up and over ultimate of his own, and Nunu comes in, has been taken down. 3 quick fire kills there from Cplay. Huge team fight in their favour, and suddenly, you know, SK out of nowhere are very, very vulnerable right now. Mid tower is going to go down. They can even pick up this second tier tower as well, or they could go for Baron. I think Baron is what they're exactly going to try and push towards. 2 wards have gone down there in the same position, and that's purely for vision. They want to know when this Shen and Udyr start pushing towards them. Baron is going down. Is that smite up though from Shen? Yes it is. There could potentially be a Baron steal. We could see yet another one. Nocturne is being completely destroyed there from both Udyr and Shen. Udyr has been caught out though. Will he get dropped? Vladimir comes in as well. Udyr has killed Nocturne in the meantime. And Block Binding very narrowly misses Shen. And to be honest, you have to say mission accomplished there from Udyr and Shen. A 2 versus 5. They stopped Cplay from picking up that Baron and managed to get a kill as well. So big props to Shen and Udyr there. Huge play.
Yeah, great recovery play from SK, and still look at the gold. It's still on SK's side. I think Ziggs just got caught out a little bit. A few players have gone back for Cplay. I think SK know it. Maybe they're going to go for this tower, then go straight for Baron. They have the option open. What are they going to do? They're not going to do it. 3 of them will go towards bot. and a couple of them will go towards top. So they are going to go for the split. The ward is there in the bush, so people from Cplay side are going to see Udia going towards top, and maybe they're going to try and capitalize on it, bring a kill back for the team. But Cplay look very, very confident. They want this Baron so bad.
Yeah, but SK are going to pick up the dragon. While Cplay mess around in their jungle, SK are going to make the most of that slight momentary lapse in concentration from Cplay. Cplay seeming happy to just farm around. The downside of that, of course, is that SK are going to do the same, but pick up that 1k global dragon. And now Cplay are starting to push into position, realise what just happened, and Graves is going to be majorly disappointed there. He's going to pull back towards mid with his team. Baron is still standing up. And as we said many times, NZ, I mean, this game is definitely heading towards one big team fight followed by a Baron and then a push to victory. The question is who's actually going to manage to pick up that team fight and Baron. Really, I don't know. It's anybody's game still.
Yeah, obviously Cplay, as you can see at the top, guys, have more kills, but SK with more gold, and the gold is what really matters. It's just how much gold, you know, how all the team together has. So that's really gonna reflect on how this one's gonna go. But they are facing off in mid. We could see a team fight here, Vince, and if we do, it's gonna define the winner of this game.
This is when my mouse decides to stop breaking. It doesn't scroll properly. This is awesome. But yeah, you're right. Mid looks to be the territory of choice to throw down between these two teams, but currently SK only have 4. They need to wait on Ziggs to get there, but of course Ziggs does have a long-range ultimate to throw into the mix if he has to use it, but he has now joined his comrades. As you're going to see Candy Panda caught out there from the dark bind, and goes instantly down. Nunu pops his ultimate as well, huge play coming in, Nocturne's gone in as well, Ziggs lands his ulti right in the centre and picks up 2 kills there, picks up a triple kill. Can he get the quadra or even the pentakill? He is trying to get that kill onto Graves now, but Graves is fighting back as Nocturne goes down. Just Graves remains now, trying to run his away as much as he can from that Udyr. Even that flash I don't think is going to make any difference whatsoever. He is going to be taken down right now from the Ignite, and that's going to be the team ace coming out with just Candy Panda dropping for SK, and this could be the team fight we're talking about, NZ, that one huge team fight that a team wins and then goes to push down the Baron and finish the game off. I think we could have just witnessed it right there.
Just wow, and I was the one who said Ziggs was useless.
Like, hey, why do people choose Ziggs? He's so bad. Well, that's why, triple kill. In your face. And now...
He's still bad, he's still bad.
He's awesome, man. His utility, just awesome. His AoE, great. And you just saw there exactly why people such as Ocelot, one of the best mids in the world, like to pick up Ziggs from time to time. Really turn that fight on its head. To be fair, he landed his ultimate literally on everybody there. So the Mega Inferno Bomb doing him proud. But they did pick up the Baron. They didn't elect to push through mid too heavily as their health wasn't necessarily amazing. So they are going to farm up a tiny bit more and probably pick their spots here. This is a great thing about Baron though. It's definitely going to give them a huge advantage psychologically as well from Cplay. They're going to be like, okay, well, you know, SK is strong now. We have to turtle in, and that's just going to allow SK basically to get way ahead on farm. So that even when that Baron buff is rolled off, they're going to have better items and they're going to be able to push much, much harder.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they're just gonna, you know, push them lanes out. They're gonna push for the win now. Cplay, they kind of have no option. They kind of just have to turtle it, unless they catch someone out. They have got the Nocturnal at their disposal, so they have got an option open there. But I think now, after that, SK, they got the gold advantage. They're not ahead in kills, but they've got the Baron, they've got the gold advantage, and they won the last team fight. I kind of think this is probably gonna be over.
Yes, it's definitely looking that way, for sure. I mean, the amount of difference between these two games that we've seen, NZ, I mean, first game that we casted on, Candy Panda carried his team to victory, no two ways about it. That Cogmore, way too strong. This game, having quite a quiet one from his high expectations, 0 for 4 with Caitlyn, not too great. This really has been won, as I said before, from Kevin at top lane. It was going to have to be on his shoulders to carry his team to victory. He got a great lane against Vladimir. He really did excel in that top lane, farm, kills, everything, and now he's very tanky. Look at his items, he's got frozen Frozen Mallet, Wriggle's Lantern, the Banshee's Veil, Heart of Gold. He's so tanky, and the damage output that he'll be unleashing onto his foes will be massive, and he can really push in first. And you got Ziggs, of course, you got Rabadon's Death Cap, Will of the Ancients, and a Void Staff. So his pure AP damage right now is phenomenal. Put them together, winning combination, and you can see it time and time again. The likes of Shen come in as well, can taunt the enemy. Nunu with his ultimate on top of everything can give, even though Candy Panda hasn't exactly been really influential in this game, you have to feel that with an Infinity Edge and Zeal, he can still lay a serious amount of damage onto the opposite team with that Nunu Blood Boil.
Yeah, well, he's got basically exactly the same items, if not better, than Graves. He's got the Vampiric and the Negatron Cloak as well, but Kaden has to be careful here.
Yeah, Nocturne has ultimated in. We're going to see Ziggs ultimate once again. Oh my god, look at that damage. Suddenly everybody falls to half health. Shen has popped his ultimate as well. Hemo Plague used from Vladimir. Don't think it's going to change anything up whatsoever. Candy Panda going to try and pick up her first kill of this game. Not managing to do so, but does land a nice assist nonetheless. Graves is going to pick up a kill of his own back onto Nunu. So that's going to be a 2-for-2 exchange. And that was kind of a coin flip as to who got the upper hand. You'd probably have to say SK on the basis that Ziggs was relatively high on HP before he tanked the tower for quite a long time, and Caitlyn on full HP. So they're going to take down this tower, but still you have to give props to Cplay because they basically took 2-for-2 against SK, who are relatively well farmed, and a Baron buff. So I think they'll be relatively happy with that now. As they have just denied the Baron from both Nunu and Shen.
I think maybe both these teams right now are just going to go farm now. They're just going to wait it out, and then when the Baron comes up again, I think they're going to fight. And I think that's when they're going to signify the end of the game. I don't think either of these teams are really going to push now. They're just going to farm, get the buffs, and not push at all, like I've said, and just farm up.
Indeed, and I mean, the thing is that... Oh, someone's complaining about sound issues. It might be an explicit bug, guys, apologise for that, but nothing we can do. The thing is that, you know, you look at Shen, for example, and obviously Cplay failed to ban Shen out. I believe they went for bans Kog'Maw, Lee Sin, and Cassiopeia. I think they were the bans they went for. Obviously that left Shen in the equation, and the first pick was actually Shen from SK, so they really pounced on that opportunity, and you can see right now he's 0-1-10. He's been in pretty much every single team fight. Of course, with his ultimate Stand Unite, he can teleport onto one of his own team members and they can taunt off them, so really handy if one of your team get into a sticky situation. We saw him use it onto Nunu before Nunu did fall. Shen nearly died as well, but that is the kind of global range that Shen can reach if that Stand Unite is up. And for me, he's definitely been one of the main reasons why SK were able to come back into this. Because in team fights, you know, if the Shen's in there first, he can taunt all the opposition, and the likes of Ziggs can really get their abilities off and do maximum damage. So Shen, definitely a game changer. Yeah,
Shen definitely a game changer, but I think the biggest game changer, as much as I hate to say it, has been Ziggs. Oh god. It was just due to his ultimate and his damage he has. I mean, up, the Ziggs ult came down, boom, about half HP left on all of them. And Cplay, they did quite well to fight back out of that. I mean, it was 2-for-2 exchange. They had the initial Ziggs ult down, so they had the damage down first against Cplay, but Cplay were able to come out of it somehow. I'm not really sure how, and, you know, try and bring it home, but it just wasn't happening. I think SK really did win that fight.
Now that's where Ziggs, you know, really excels, is in those claustrophobic team fights, as I said earlier on. He can really lay so much damage down, especially when you consider that he has a Nunu on his team as well, and of course Nunu can use that absolute zero, slow everybody down, do nice damage himself, and set up those huge ultis coming in from Ziggs. And it's not just the ult that does a fair amount of damage. I mean, his bouncing bomb right now is doing 255 plus 384 magic damage, his satchel charge does about 400 magic damage, and his explosive minefield, his hexplosive minefield I should say, does 140 plus 177 magic damage. So much AoE coming in from him, and if Nunu can pop that ulti, it's basically just setting him up to tee off on everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think we might see a fight here, Vince. So I think I'm just going to let you take it away, because I think they're circulating around Baron.
It did look as though there was a team fight kicking off, but both teams kind of starting to push back now. At Cplay, realising, okay, Baron's due up fairly soon, we have to start making a go of this, have to get the ward coverage down, but they don't have an Oracle, and the downside of that is there's a ward they've just walked straight over, and they're going to start Baron. I think they may have just signed their own death warrant, because look at SK Gaming like vultures just circling around here. The CV comes down, and you can now see Cplay pushing back. They have weakened Baron down to around half health. But of course they had another half to go. Baron now back up to full. Nocturne popping his ultimate, jumping in first. Ziggs will manage to flash away. In the meantime, the tower has gone down. Never mind though, because Nunu's popping his ultimate. Ziggs comes in with his ulti as well. And Tarek nearly gets dropped just from that ultimate. Caitlyn comes in with her first 2 kills, getting a double kill in fact. Looking for a triple. She's picked up the triple. Can she get the quadruple? And the answer is a no, as Ziggs comes in to deny that one. Nocturne pulls back. Easy, comfortable team win there for SK Gaming. Going to be a free Baron as well. That was a 4-for-0 exchange. And Caitlyn exploding in this matchup, picking up a triple kill there. And very nearly getting a quadra as well. So I think that's pretty much the GG, NZ.
The first 3 kills are Caitlyn, but the 3 most important kills are probably the game. Is going to signify probably the end now. They have got the Baron, they are going to push, no problem whatsoever, as top will get pushed from Candy Panda with their Caitlyn, of course. Only Nocturne is there to defend right now, although Tarek is up in about 5 seconds, but the damage from Ziggs with just his ulti, just destroying Tarek with 1 hit, and I think it's over now.
Well, his ultimate does 500 plus 586, so it's doing over 1k damage. And of course, if there's enough people in his ultimate, it can do over 5k damage, you know, 1k to everybody. So that's what Ziggs has picked, right there in a nutshell. Just huge AoE damage right off the bat. Oh god, Cplay do not want to engage right here against the Baron team this strong. Ziggs' ultimate has came in, absolutely crushes both Graves and Tarek. That's going to be an inhib as well. SK probably going to push down to bot lane, pick up this tower and inhib. So 2 inhibs down. Super minions are going to be pushing in and force, and this is not looking too good for Cplay's perspective. They are going to battle on regardless, because this is best of 3. They have no more games to bring themselves back. So who knows? Maybe a miracle can happen here. As I thought for a second, Caitlyn was going to tee off her ultimate onto somebody, but I think she decided not to. And looks like we are going to have some recalls. Perhaps one last recall to buy up, and then a huge push through mid to end the game.
Yeah, they're doing something they made a mistake on, I think, the first game we saw. Or was that another team? I'm not sure. But one of the teams, they stayed in there so long that they actually got taken down. So I think SK, you know, they're going to go back. They're going to go for the safe option. They're going to buy. They're going to get their HP up. And they're going to push right now. Maybe get a couple buffs and just finish the game. There's nothing else to really say. I think SK have won this one. They got the 2 inhibs now, so constantly. Even if Cplay win a team fight, they're gonna be under pressure from the super minions constantly, as they will just push these lanes.
Indeed, absolutely. Super minions now are going to push regardless until those inhibitors are back up. And even when the inhibs come back up, they're probably going to go back down within a few seconds anyway, because SK will be ready and waiting. So best case scenario right now for Cplay, and the only potential way they could come back in this game is to turtle out, wait for those inhibs to respawn, and maybe win 2 or 3 team fights in a row. At this stage of the game, it's starting to take quite a lot longer to respawn, and of course the later on the game goes, the longer it takes to respawn. One stage is going to be around 60 seconds, so if they do kill the entirety of SK, and the SK have 60 seconds to respawn, they have every chance of pushing right through mid to win the game, but that's going to take a lot of turtling beforehand to do. SK looking way too strong. You've got Udi, who has Frozen, Mallet and Atmos, and Taylor Banshee's Veil. I mean, he is mega strong right now, and you're going to see Caitlyn picking up her 4th kill onto Morgana. Had a really slow, quiet start, starting up the ante down. Nunu's going to pop that ultimate right in the middle of everybody, really manning up for his team there. Sanguine Pool comes down, Nocturne will jump onto Nunu, not sure about that. Focus there from Nocturne. Why would you jump on the support when the rest of your team is getting crippled by the likes of Caitlyn and Ziggs? And you'll see Ziggs there on very low health. The surrender vote has came in, understandable, as he just lost that team fight, and we're going to lose regardless. And that will see SK winning 2 games back to back to actually progress through in the Corsair Vengeance Cup. And great match to cast that one, really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's just a shame we kind of missed the first game because obviously Cplay did win that one, and SK are going to take it home, guys. Cplay did put up a good fight indeed, but it just was not enough as SK were just too strong. They got the farm up. They were winning on farm despite being very low on kills. I think it was 11-4 at one point, but they still had the gold advantage. They had the timers on Dragon. They got the Dragons, and they won the game. So beautifully played at the end of it by SK, and they will be advancing through in the Corsair Vengeance Cup.
Absolutely. Definitely Kevin and Ziggs carrying that one for the win there, for sure, because they had a very rocky start there, did SK. For a second I thought they'd lost the game, but they did come back strong, and that showed that quality shines through in the end. But that's going to conclude our coverage of tonight, guys, in League of Legends in the Corsair Vengeance Cup. I've been Metis, joined by Enzi. Hope you've enjoyed the streams. You can, if you have missed the previous streams we did tonight of CLG against, who was it? Who were they against, Enzi? Maze TV, of course it was. If you missed that game and you're interested in watching it, you can visit us on YouTube, youtube.com/chaos contingency, or you can also visit our website at chaostv.nl, or what's the other one, Bass? I know you have two links. .eu as well. So you can visit either of them. You can also win yourself a gaming laptop on chaostv.nl. If you scroll down to the prize draw section, it's worth about €1,000, I think, so it's really nice to win for free. And we will be bringing you more coverage tomorrow, I think, Bass? Yep, he has confirmed that we'll be back tomorrow, guys, so feel free to follow the little thing at the top left of your stream, and basically we will be rejoining you very shortly. Any last shout-outs, Energy?
And just all the viewers, and I think that's all I can really say. And yeah.
Alrighty, one more shout out. If you want to follow me and Enzi individually, because we always post up when we're about to cast League of Legends and such, you can follow Enzi on facebook.com/Enzi, that's with 2 E's at the end, or me on facebook.com/MedisTV. Until next time, guys, which should be tomorrow, we'll see you. Take care. Bye-bye.